Okay guys, another test drive video here. This is a 1968 Chevelle SS. And yes, it's a real SS. The VIN is right here. I don't know if you can see it through the windshield. 138. This is a matching number 396. This one also has power steering, nice clean engine bay. The paint job is beautiful. I'll be going over any chips, scratches, flaws. That way you know what you're getting before you get here. We do this with every car on the lot, and every Monday I update with new inventory. Check out the detailed pictures at maplemotors.com. I have financing available for you. And also check out our TikTok under Maple Motors. Go on over there, subscribe. We have an Instagram account, Facebook, all the social media is covered. It's about that time. Let's go for a ride. Okay. We're gonna check out the interior before we take off here. Of course, halfway through the video, or maybe at the end, I'll go ahead and do the full walk around. Depends on how this video goes today. Package tray looks pretty good. Headliner's nice and clean. I think I've seen this. Oh. Are the little clips messed up? This looks fairly new. Let's see here, and we'll put it up there and see if we can make it stay. That's old right there. That thing's old. Oh, magic touch though. Somebody cut into the dash here and added the gauges. You know, it actually looks pretty good. That was kind of a useless spot there. Let's go ahead and turn it on. This is a 4-speed car. Go ahead and place your bets. Do you think the horn works on this one? Let's try our blower motor. See if we can get some heat. There's no AC. I think the blower motor is gonna need to be replaced. It's not blowing anywhere that I can hear or tell. On the dash here, tach's coming up. Looks like it's working. Showing 84,000 miles. It's hard to stand behind that with a 68 model car. Gas gauge is halfway up. I'm gonna go ahead and say the gas gauge is working on this one, but we'll check it. If it's moving around during the test drive, it's a good indication. Horn? Oh, I thought that was gonna work. Wipers? They do work. These things are fast. Radio? Lights? All right. I don't want to yank up on that, but I just did. And it opens. It's just tight. You know, just keep doing it till it breaks, I guess, but no. So far, so good. Let's go ahead and hit the road, see how she drives. Okay, getting ready to take off here. I've let her run for a good 10 or 15 minutes. Engine temperature staying nice at a good 190. So she's staying nice and cool. We're gonna take off. Let's check it out here. There's our first gear. The clutch is letting out about halfway. Let's take off here. Speedometer is not coming up on the dash here. As far as going down the road, all the gears nice and smooth, straight as an arrow. As soon as I turn, it turns. Nice tight steering. Gas gauge is floating around. Gives me a good indication that it is working. Shake these brakes before we get too close here. Ooh, did you see that left pull? And it's getting better as we're driving here. The more I hit them, the less it pulls to the left. I remember the first time I ever drove a classic car. It was an old Bel Air, and they didn't tell me about drum brakes. I hit them, and it shot me 2 lanes over. You're supposed to check them. Even the slightest amount of dust on some drum brakes will pull hard. And that's something that I didn't look on the front of this one. I need to look and see if it does have disc on the front. Turn signals are popping up on the dash. We're gonna pull in the parking lot over here. And yes, the turn signals are working on both sides. We're gonna get some outside footage. And we'll also get some undercarriage shots and try to cover everything on this car. All right. Let's get these shots. Okay, getting ready to roll out here. Put her up in reverse. Well, go over one. Put her up in reverse, tighten your ball down. Tighten your ball down. So far so good. Did the walk around, checking everything out. Oil pressure's at 60, engine temperature's at 190 still. Driving like she's supposed to. Hear a little bit of a lifter noise. I was debating whether it was an exhaust leak or not. I'm gonna say it's a lifter noise on that one. Also seen a little puff of smoke coming out the back. I don't think it's much to worry about, but as good as this thing's running, and it doesn't constantly do it, it's just every once in a while. So all right, let's roll out of here. Turn signal kicks off by itself. Still pulling to the left when you hit the brake. It's only the first portion. Pulling up on the student driver here. Well, this is how you shift. It runs up on people quick too. I mean, pretty fast car, not bad at all. Of course, I'm just easing into the throttle on this one. You know what? The brakes are doing better. The more I'm using them, the better they're getting. we've made it back to the car lot now. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you do have any other questions, check us out at maplemotors.com. I do have 100 detailed pictures of every ride on the lot. I have wheels, tires, parts, and accessories for you to check out. And be sure to check every Monday. Guys, don't forget, hit subscribe, share, and like this video. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, so we're gonna walk around this car real quick. Look for any chips, scratches, rust, any issues you would want to know about. And we also have those detailed pictures, so check that out over at maplemotors.com. We'll get started up here in the front. Front bumper is nice and clean on this one. You see the grille, it's exceptionally good. Does have a couple of chips in the front. You have a little chip right here above your light. Tires are in great shape up over the fenders. Looks pretty good. Down the lower portion here, you got a little chip right here. Couple little scuffs, couple bubbles popping up right there on the top of the rear fender. Little crack in the paint there. You got a chip in the bump, or in the back here in the rear above the bumper. Door handle on this one is nice and clean. Front windshield is nice and clean on this one, as well as the trim. Checking the vinyl top, we want to look and see if we can see any kind of bubbles popping up around the edges. Sometimes water will get trapped under these. Package tray here is the most common area. It does look pretty clean, nice and flat, straight. Weather stripping around the trunk, looks fairly new. It's been in there a while, it's getting stuck. You can see it's kind of ripping the foam off. Solid trunk. All right, coming down with the trunk lid here. Dual exhaust out the back. Emblems on this one have a little bit of chipping popping up around them. Okay, coming down this lower portion here. It's a chip back here. Coming down the midsection, a couple of scuffs. That should come off. So should that on top. So we got a nice chip on top of the fender there. The mirror on this one is pretty clean. A little bit of oxidation popping up there. I think it's almost wiping off now. I think you can clean that up with some chrome polish. Door handle looks good on this one. Light scratch there, that will come out with a buff, or just a light wax should take that off. Trunk lid itself is nice and clean. Same thing, I'm gonna check the top here. Run around these edges, feeling for any kind of bumps. This car's pretty solid, so. If I see it, I point it out. Spot there, front windshield. Looks pretty good. On top here, where the hood comes down, is a chip inside the fender. The insulation's still all up under the hood too. That's a good thing. Let's check the inside out real quick. Notice the door here. You think it's shut, you just gotta give it a yank. It's got a really tight fit. See, like, yank on it. Really tight fit there. Door on this one looks pretty good. I do see some imperfections right here. A little tear there and below the handle. Weather stripping looks pretty good. Carpet in this one's decent. Seat has a little spot in the corner there. Okay. Motor's pretty quiet. Kind of yanked the hood a little bit back and forth. It was a little stiff there. I mean, it's fine now. I'm pushing it with 2 fingers. Tree sap there I need to get off.